English with confidence.
Where real conversations build real fluency.
Anna, I need to tell you something. Last week, I made dinner for my friend. I wanted to make pasta, simple pasta, but I burned it. I burned the pasta so badly, the smoke alarm started screaming.
No, the smoke alarm? Oh no, John. What did your friend say?
He looked at me and said, "John, is this food or charcoal?"
Oh, that is so funny.
It was terrible, but also very funny.
Okay, if you have ever burned food, or made something too salty, or your cake did not cook inside, this episode is for you.
Yes. If cooking in English makes you nervous, all those recipe words, all those instructions, do not worry. We are here to help.
Today, we are going to talk about cooking disasters. That means cooking mistakes. Big, funny, messy mistakes.
In the next few minutes, you will learn words like burned, undercooked, too salty, and substitution. And you will learn them through real stories. No boring grammar drills.
You will be able to talk about your own cooking mistakes in English after this episode. That is our promise.
And at the very end, we will share the one simple trick you can use when you forget an English word in the kitchen. Stay until the end for that.
But first, if you are new here, welcome. We are Anna and John, and this is English with Confidence.
We help you learn English through real conversations. No textbooks, no stress, just fun stories and useful words.
If you want to speak English with confidence, hit that subscribe button right now and press the bell so you never miss a new episode.
Also, if you enjoy cooking topics or daily life English, we have a playlist of similar episodes. Check the info card on your screen right now. You can watch them all later.
Okay, John, let us start with the most common cooking disaster: burning food.
Yes, to burn means the food gets too hot for too long. It turns black. It tastes bitter. Bitter means a strong, bad taste.
I have a story. Last month, I was making toast. Simple toast. But I was watching a video on my phone. I forgot about the toast.
Oh no, what happened?
When I looked, the toast was completely black. Smoke was everywhere. My kitchen smelled terrible for 2 hours.
2 hours. That is a real disaster.
So, the key word here is burned. I burned the toast. The toast is burned. You can also say, I burned dinner.
And you can say the food is overcooked. Overcooked means you cooked it too long. Over means too much. Cooked means, well, cooked.
Overcooked. Say it with me. Overcooked.
So, when do we use burned and when do we use overcooked?
Great question. Burned is stronger. The food is black. You cannot eat it. Overcooked is softer. The food is a little too dry or a little too hard, but you can still eat it.
For example, my chicken is overcooked. It is very dry. That is overcooked.
But my chicken is burned. It is black. That is burned.
Let us practice. Imagine you are cooking rice. You forget about it. The rice is brown and hard at the bottom. What do you say?
You say, oh no, I burned the rice. Try it. Say it out loud. I burned the rice.
Great. Now imagine your vegetables are a little too soft. They are not black, just too soft. What do you say?
You say, the vegetables are overcooked. Go ahead, say it. The vegetables are overcooked.
Wonderful. Now, tell us in the comments, what food do you burn the most? Rice? Toast? Something else? Write it below.
We read every single comment.
Okay, so burning food is a big problem. But what about the opposite? What happens when your food is not cooked enough?
Ooh, that is a different kind of disaster. Let me tell you about my cake. So, for my friend's birthday, I wanted to make a chocolate cake. I followed the recipe. I put it in the oven. But I was too excited. I took it out early.
You took it out early? How early?
10 minutes early. When I cut the cake, the inside was still liquid, raw, not cooked at all.
The inside was raw? Oh, Anna.
My friend laughed and said, "Anna, this is not a cake. This is chocolate soup."
So the word here is undercooked. Under means not enough. Cooked means cooked. So undercooked means not cooked enough.
Undercooked. The cake was undercooked. The inside was still raw. Raw means not cooked at all, like raw chicken, raw eggs.
And raw food can be dangerous, especially raw meat and raw eggs. It can make you sick.
So, overcooked is too much, undercooked is not enough, and raw is not cooked at all.
Let me put them in order. Raw, 0 cooking. Undercooked, some cooking, but not enough. Overcooked, too much cooking. Burned, way too much.
That is perfect, John. Like a scale, from 0 to disaster.
Okay, practice time. Imagine you make chicken for dinner. You cut it open. The inside is still pink. What do you say?
You say, "This chicken is undercooked. I need to cook it more." Say it with us. This chicken is undercooked.
Great job. All right, we have learned burned, overcooked, undercooked, and raw. But here comes a very common problem. Your food is cooked perfectly, but the taste is wrong.
Oh, yes. This is the one that makes me the most sad.
Okay, so this happened to me last year. I was making soup. The recipe said, add 1 teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon is a small spoon, very small.
And what did you do?
I added 1 tablespoon of salt. A tablespoon is a big spoon, 3 times bigger than a teaspoon.
Oh no, 3 times the salt?
The soup was so salty, I could not eat it. My mouth was like the ocean. It tasted like the ocean.
So, the phrase is too salty. Too much salt. We use too before an adjective to mean more than we want.
Too salty, too sweet, too spicy. Spicy means the food is hot, like chili pepper.
And too bland. Bland means the food has no taste, no flavor. It is boring food.
So teaspoon and tablespoon. This is a very common mistake for everyone, not just English learners.
A teaspoon is the small one. A tablespoon is the big one. Remember, table is big. Tea is small. Like a cup of tea is small.
That is a great trick, Anna.
Let us practice. Imagine you eat your friend's food. It has too much sugar. What do you say?
You say, this is too sweet. Be polite. You can say, this is a little too sweet for me.
Yes. A little too sweet for me is very polite. Try it. This is a little too sweet for me.
What if the food has no taste? What do you say?
You say, this is a little bland. Maybe it needs more salt. That is very kind and helpful.
If you are watching this far, you are amazing. Pause the video and say this out loud 3 times. This is a little too salty for me. Go on, we will wait.
And if you are enjoying this conversation, press the like button. It helps us make more free episodes for you.
Okay, so far, we have learned about burned food, undercooked food, and wrong taste. But there is one more common kitchen disaster.
And this one is actually funny. It is about using the wrong ingredient. Okay, this is my favorite story. My cousin wanted to make a birthday cake for her daughter.
Aw, that is sweet.
Yes, the recipe said add sugar, but she did not have sugar. So she used salt instead.
She used salt instead of sugar? In a cake?
Yes, she made a substitution. A substitution means you use one thing in place of another thing. She substituted salt for sugar.
Oh no, what did the cake taste like?
Terrible. The children took one bite and said, "This cake is bad." My cousin was so embarrassed.
So, a substitution is when you replace one thing with another. You substitute something.
And sometimes substitutions are good. For example, you do not have butter. You use oil instead. That can work.
But sometimes substitutions are disasters, like salt instead of sugar.
The phrase to remember is, I used something instead of something. For example, I used oil instead of butter.
Instead of means in place of. I used this instead of that.
You can also say, I substituted oil for butter. That means the same thing.
Practice time. Imagine you do not have milk. You use water. What do you say?
You say, I used water instead of milk. Try it. I used water instead of milk.
Great. And what if you do not have eggs?
You can say, I do not have eggs. What can I use instead? That is a great question to ask someone.
You know, Anna, all of these mistakes have one thing in common.
What is that?
They all happen to everyone. Every single person who cooks makes these mistakes.
That is true. And that is why we should not be afraid of mistakes, not in cooking and not in English.
Can we take a moment here? Because this is important.
Yes, let us talk about this. Many of our listeners are afraid to speak English. They are afraid of making mistakes.
But think about cooking. Every good cook burns food sometimes. Every good cook makes something too salty sometimes.
Do they stop cooking? No, they laugh, they learn, and they try again.
English is the same. You will say the wrong word. You will use the wrong tense. And that is okay.
Mistakes are not the end. Mistakes are ingredients. They are part of the recipe for fluency.
So today, we want you to remember this. Every mistake brings you closer to confidence.
Say it with us. My mistakes help me learn.
Beautiful. We are proud of you for being here.
If you believe that, write, I'm building real fluency in the comments. We read every single one. Okay, John, at the beginning, you promised a trick. What do you say when you forget a word in English?
Yes, this is so useful. Imagine you are in the kitchen. You want to say a word, but you forget it. What do?
You say, what do you call it? Or, what is the word for?
Exactly. What do you call it is very natural. Native speakers use this phrase every day.
For example, I need what do you call it? The thing you use to flip pancakes?
A spatula. And nobody thinks you are bad at English. They just help you. It is normal.
So remember, what do you call it? Use this whenever you forget a word. It works everywhere. All right, let us do a quick recap. Recap means we review what we learned.
Number 1, burned and overcooked. Burned means the food is black and you cannot eat it. Overcooked means it is cooked too long, but you can still eat it.
Number 2, undercooked and raw. Undercooked means not cooked enough. Raw means not cooked at all.
Number 3. Too salty, too sweet, too spicy, and bland. We use too plus an adjective when something has too much or too little taste.
Number 4. Substitution. A substitution is when you use one thing instead of another. I used water instead of milk.
And number 5, what do you call it? The perfect phrase for when you forget a word.
Now, here is a little bonus. You just learned grammar without realizing it.
Sneaky, right?
Grammar Note 1. We used the past simple tense for our stories. I burned the toast. I added too much salt. She used salt instead of sugar. When we talk about finished actions in the past, we use the past simple.
Grammar Note 2. We used too plus an adjective. Too salty, too sweet, too spicy. Too means more than you want. It is different from very. Very sweet is nice. Too sweet is a problem.
That is a great point. Very is positive or neutral. Too is negative. It is a problem.
Grammar Note 3. We used instead of. This connects two things. I used oil instead of butter. You use instead of plus a noun or a verb with ing.
Now, a common mistake. A lot of English learners say, the food is very much salty.
But in English, we say, the food is too salty, or the food is very salty. We do not say very much salty.
Just too salty or very salty. Simple.
Try it right now. This soup is too salty.
And one pronunciation note. The word recipe has 3 syllables. Recipe, not recipe.
Recipe. The stress is on the first part. Say it. Recipe.
Wonderful.
Okay, here is your homework, but fun homework.
This week, try to cook something simple. And while you cook, describe what you do in English, out loud.
Say things like, I am cutting the onion. I am adding salt. Oh no, this is too hot.
Talk to yourself in English in the kitchen. Nobody is listening. Nobody is judging. Just practice.
And if you make a mistake, laugh. Then try again, just like cooking.
Also, download our free practice workbook from the video description. It has all the vocabulary from today, plus fun exercises you can do at home.
So today, you learned how to talk about cooking disasters in English. Burned, overcooked, undercooked, raw, too salty, too sweet, bland, substitution.
You also learned the phrase, what do you call it? And the pattern, to plus an adjective.
And most importantly, you learned that mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are ingredients.
Now, we have an exciting episode coming next. It is about another everyday situation where you need English confidence. Trust me, you do not want to miss it.
It is going to be really fun. Make sure you are subscribed so you see it first.
And remember, if you want to watch more episodes like this one, check our playlist in the info card. You can listen to episode after episode and build your fluency step by step.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. We are so happy you are here.
Remember, you are not just learning English. You are building confidence. And we see your progress.
Keep going. Keep speaking. Keep making beautiful mistakes.
We believe in you. See you in the next episode. If this episode helped you, please do 2 things. First, press the like button. It only takes 1 second, and it helps us reach more learners like you.
Second, watch this next video right here on your screen. It is another conversation episode that will help you practice everyday English. We made it just for you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye!